There's a force that shapes your life more than anything else. It's not your education, it's not your intelligence, it's not even your past. It's your energy, not the kind of energy that fuels your body, but the emotional energy that fuels your thoughts, your attitude, your vibration. The frequency you live on, speak from, act through, because your energy doesn't lie, and here's the truth. Your energy creates your reality, your vibe dictates your vision, and one single habit, one toxic pattern, can trap you in a loop where you keep replaying the same life over and over again. Narrator's stronger voice. Have you ever felt stuck? Like life is moving, but you're not. You want more, dream bigger, aim higher, but something keeps pulling you back to square one. Let me tell you why. It's not fate. It's not bad luck. It's not just the way life is. It's your energy and the habits that drain it. And today, we're going to expose the one habit that's silently sabotaging your future. It's subtle, sneaky, seductive, and it's keeping you from stepping into the life you were born to live. Cut to black screen with white text. This habit keeps you stuck. Narrator calm but serious, but before we reveal it, you need to understand something powerful. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your choices. Every day, you're either investing in your energy or leaking it away. So the question is, what's your energy saying to the world right now? Is it broadcasting confidence, or insecurity, gratitude, or resentment, growth, or stagnation? Because here's the rule: you don't get what you want, you get what you are. You don't attract the life you wish for. You attract the life you energetically match. Narrator-inspired tone. That's why $1,000,000 strategies fail for some people, and simple ideas create breakthroughs for others. It's not about the how. It's about the who, and your energy determines the quality of your who. So if you feel stuck, if you're trying so hard but nothing's changing, if you're wondering why success keeps slipping through your fingers, it's time to stop fixing your circumstances and start shifting your state. Because when you raise your energy, you raise your life. And when you change the habit we're about to uncover, you'll feel it instantly. More power, more focus, more flow. You're not stuck because of lack of talent. You're not stuck because of circumstances. You're stuck because of a habit you don't even realize you have. It's the habit of overthinking. That's it, the silent killer, the mental loop that steals your peace, your power, and your progress. Overthinking is not planning. It's not problem solving. It's the habit of mentally rehearsing fears that haven't even happened. It's replaying every mistake, doubting every decision, delaying every move with a dozen what-ifs. Narrator intensifying tone. Overthinking is the most deceptive habit you'll ever face because it disguises itself as intelligence, as caution, as being careful, but here's what it really is: mental clutter, paralysis by analysis, an energy leak that drains your confidence every single day. Narrator firm voice. Every time you overthink, you train your brain to trust fear more than action. You make hesitation your default, and your energy starts to reflect that. Hesitant, scattered, low frequency. You start living in your head and forget how to live in your life. Let's get this straight. Thinking is good. Overthinking is destructive. One brings clarity, the other brings confusion. One leads to movement, the other leads to mental exhaustion without any results. Scene: a person staring at a phone with dozens of unopened tabs, showing chaos in the mind. Narrator insightful. Think about it. How many opportunities have you missed because you were waiting to be ready? How many dreams are still on hold because you kept figuring it out? How many times did you talk yourself out of something that could have changed your life? That's not wisdom, that's overthinking, and it's time to break the cycle. Narrator slow and powerful. Your energy was never designed to sit idle in a loop of hesitation. It was meant to move, to create, to flow. But overthinking acts like a dam. It blocks your natural power. It blocks momentum. It blocks inspiration. Narrator encouraging. Here's the good news. Overthinking is a habit, and habits can be broken. But first, you need to admit that it's there. You need to confront it head on and say, I'm done letting my mind talk me out of the life I know I'm capable of living. That's when everything begins to shift. In part 3, I'll show you how to break free from the grip of overthinking, how to reclaim your energy and turn it into unstoppable momentum. Narrator, calm close. It's time to step out of your head and into your power. Because overthinking might feel safe, but growth lives outside that safety zone. Stay with me. The breakthrough is just one thought away. You're not powerless, you're not broken, and you're not stuck forever. You've just been trapped in a mental pattern. But today, we're going to interrupt it not with force, but with awareness, action, and alignment. Because when you break the habit of overthinking, you unlock the most powerful force you've got: decisive energy. Narrator, direct. Here's the truth. You don't need to feel ready. You need to start before you're ready. That's how momentum works. It doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It gets built through action, tiny, uncomfortable steps forward. Let me give you a formula. It's simple but life-changing. Awareness, interrupt, replace, repeat. Let's break it down. Step 1. Awareness, catch yourself in the act of overthinking. Ask, am I solving a problem or am I spiraling? Is this thought helping me move forward or keeping me frozen? That single pause creates space for transformation. Step 2. Interrupt. You've got to break the loop. Stand up, speak out loud, say something like, I'm not doing this anymore. This thought is not leading me anywhere productive. Clap your hands. Change rooms, move your body. Your physiology affects your psychology. Use that. Step 3. Replace now. Shift the thought. Don't just leave an empty space. Fill it with power. Replace what if I fail with what if this is the moment everything changes. I'm not ready. With I grow by doing. This is how I get ready. Thoughts are trains. You decide which one you ride. Step 4. Repeat. Do this over and over, daily, consistently, until interrupting overthinking becomes the habit. Narrator's strong tone. This is the work. Not glamorous, not always easy, but it's the difference between potential energy and actual progress. Over time, you build trust with yourself. You stop doubting your gut. You stop living in hesitation, and your energy begins to return. Calm, focused, powerful, seen, person taking actions. Small things like making a call, writing a plan, smiling. Narrator, motivating. You don't need more time. You don't need more approval. You don't need more thinking. You need to start with clarity, with courage, with one aligned step today. And here's the magic. Energy follows action. Confidence follows action. Life responds to movement. The longer you wait, the heavier it feels. The sooner you act, the faster your energy flows. Narrator, gentle, close. You're not just rewiring thoughts. You're rewriting your identity. From the overthinker to the creator of your own reality. You've begun the journey. You're aware of the habit. You're learning how to interrupt it. But now comes the shift that truly changes your life. Alignment. Alignment is when your thoughts, actions, and energy all move in the same direction. Not scattered, not confused, but clear, clean, focused. Narrator, building energy. When you're in alignment, you no longer need to force motivation. You become the motivation, you radiate it, you attract people and opportunities that match that energy. Let's break this into 3 pieces. 1. Thought alignment. You think on purpose, you think deliberately. Not every thought is invited to stay. Not every doubt deserves attention. Here's a practice. Whenever a fear-based thought shows up, pause and say, that's not mine anymore, and replace it with a thought that supports your mission. I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm becoming. This isn't about toxic positivity. It's about truthful direction. 2. Action alignment. Action is energy made visible, and the more aligned your actions are, the more powerful your momentum becomes. Ask yourself daily, are my actions matching my goals? Am I doing what the future version of me would do? The future you doesn't wait for motivation. They move in alignment, they honor their time, they follow through, especially when it's hard, because that's when it matters most. Narrator direct. One aligned step is more valuable than 100 scattered ones. One small yes to your purpose, and you start rewriting your story. 3. Energy alignment. Now here's the core. Your energy is contagious. It's not just how you act, it's how you show up. You can do the right thing with the wrong energy and get the wrong result. So check in often. Am I coming from love or fear? From power or insecurity? From trust or doubt? You shift your energy not by pretending, but by returning to the truth. I am not my fear. I am not my past. I am not my overthinking. You are the one choosing. You are the one leading. You are the one creating. Narrator inspired tone. When thought, action, and energy align, you become magnetic. People feel your clarity. They respect your consistency. And life starts opening up in ways you couldn't plan for. Because alignment isn't luck, it's a lifestyle. And when you live in alignment, guess what? You stop being stuck. You start being unstoppable. We've all experienced it. That moment when you finally feel like things are changing. You're doing the work, you're thinking better, you're acting better. Then, suddenly, life throws something at you. Old habits knock on the door. Doubt creeps in again. That heavy energy tries to reclaim its throne. And you wonder, am I really changing, or am I just fooling myself? Let me tell you the truth. Growth is not a straight line. It's a spiral. You revisit the same lessons, but from a higher place each time. The pull of the old pattern, the habit that's kept you stuck. It's not just psychological. It's neurological, emotional, even energetic. It has roots, triggers, familiar comforts, and when you're tired, stressed, uncertain, your brain looks for the path of least resistance. It wants to feel safe, even if safe means small, stuck, silent. So the pull is real, but so is your power. Here's the key. Don't resist the old pattern. Reveal it, bring it into the light. Ask, what does this habit give me emotionally? What is it protecting me from? And who would I become without it? When you see it clearly, you can finally make a conscious choice. Rituals that reinforce the new you. Breaking a pattern isn't just about stopping something. It's about replacing it with rituals that support the new identity you're stepping into. Here are 3 powerful ones. 1. The morning calibration. Before the world speaks to you, speak to yourself. Sit in silence, breathe, visualize who you are becoming. Say, I choose who I am today. My energy is mine to direct. 2. Interrupt and replace the moment you feel the old energy creeping in. Interrupt it. Stand up, move your body, say something out loud, take a breath, shake it off, then replace the old script. I don't do overwhelm anymore. I move with clarity. This moment doesn't control me. I control me. 3. The evening integration. Review your day with compassion, not criticism. Ask, where was I aligned today? Where did I slip? And what can I learn? This isn't about perfection. It's about progress with awareness. Fire energy is a daily decision. You can't wait for a perfect moment to manage your energy. You create it. Each day, each hour, you make a decision. Will I feed the habit that keeps me stuck, or will I fuel the energy that builds the life I want? Every time you choose alignment, you weaken the grip of the old, and every time you show up with awareness, you strengthen your new foundation. Narrator rising tone. This is mastery, not just motivation. Not just inspiration, but a conscious, deliberate reclaiming of your life force. You're not just healing habits, you're building a new energetic reality. This is where it all comes together. Your energy, your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, actions, is not just a passive force. It's a creative engine, and when you align your energy, your life starts to align with it. Let's be clear, you are not waiting for life to change. You are changing, and life is responding. Energy moves before reality does. Everything begins in the unseen. Before the opportunity comes, before the relationship heals, before the money flows, there's a shift within you, a decision made in silence, a belief upgraded with intention, a vibration recalibrated by choice. That's where reality begins, not outside, inside, and that's why that one habit, the one you've carried too long, is so dangerous because it operates in the shadows. It keeps your energy spinning in circles. But now you see it, and when you see it, you can change it. Protecting your energy like a sacred flame every day, your energy is at risk of being hijacked by other people's drama, by old fears whispering lies, by unconscious habits begging for comfort. So what do? You protect your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Set boundaries, not just with others, but with yourself. Speak power over your life, especially when fear speaks first. Choose environments that feed your becoming, not your excuses. You are either leaking energy or building power. There is no neutral. Daily alignment equals long-term transformation. Let's break it down into something simple. Every day, ask yourself, what am I feeding today? My vision or my fears? What am I practicing? Power or procrastination? What am I becoming? By how I move, think, and speak, your answers shape your reality. Not in one grand moment, but in the consistent, ordinary, quiet choices you make. That's where your future lives, and that's where your power is found. Final message, you are the energy you bring seen, the same person from earlier, now walking through a busy street, calm and present amid the noise. The world won't always support your shift. People might not understand your discipline. Your past may try to pull you back, but you'll keep showing up. You'll keep choosing the higher frequency. You'll keep planting seeds even when no one claps for them yet. Because you know the truth, your energy creates your reality. And the habit that once kept you stuck, it's no longer welcome here. Narrator steady and powerful, this is your time to break free, to rise up, to radiate, to lead by the force of your own example. You don't wait for energy, you become it. You don't chase alignment, you embody it. And from this moment forward, your life begins to look like the energy you've claimed.